Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday's edition of Consider This, Consider That. Glad that you have decided to join us and to be a part of this today. And we have been talking all week about making, or actually for quite a while, about making the right choices. And there are so many choices to be made. And we are talking this week about choosing hospitality. Choose hospitality. We talked about what that was just the other day, and about hospitality, spending time with people. And so today I want us to consider this idea about choosing hospitality with people, not AI. That's interesting because that's a new thing, the AI and electronics. Well, electronics isn't new, but AI is a newer thing. And so we should choose hospitality. I want to take a moment, and our text will be found in Acts chapter number 2. And so let me turn over there, Acts chapter number 2, starting at verse number 41. Acts chapter 2, verse number 41, the Bible says, "Then they that gladly received his word were doctrine and fellowship, in breaking of bread and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together, and had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men as every man had need. And they continued daily with one accord in the temple, and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart, praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved." And so this is a great description of hospitality. We defined it the other day. This is a great description of what hospitality is, and putting hospitality into action, spending time with somebody and enjoying their company and learning from them. So we talk about hospitality. If I'm going to be completely honest, and I should be, at the church, I have been called Pastor Gadget, because I enjoy electronics. I preach from a tablet. I study with both the paper Bible, a hardback Bible, and an electronic Bible. I have one on my phone. I even have a timer right now on my phone that I use on this and on the computer I'm recording on now. I use electronics and things all the time, little gadgets. I text. I don't listen to the radio much anymore because I have a service that allows me to put my favorite songs on my electronic devices and listen to them. The same service that I use has recently put out what they call an AI DJ. I have found that to be very interesting. And yes, I have tried to use it, and I've been using it the past couple of days. It's been interesting. I enjoy playing electronic games. I enjoy live streaming with you. And I like to look at social media and all that goes along with it. I enjoy posting and all those things. In recent years, though, I have had to not be on social media much. As a matter of fact, I rarely post on personal social media. I used to do it all the time, was with my own family and friends. I would physically be with my family, but only with the phone in my hand, right? Posting, studying, looking up something, or playing a game. And while these in of themselves are not inherently wrong and sinful, I had to come to the difficult realization that I was allowing my electronic devices to overrun my real life. I was convicted that even though I may have been studying for messages, lessons, or something else even profitable, I was still wrong. I was wrong because no true relationship can be built with an electronic device or program. Even our new AI that we like to use. The fact is that when it comes to AI, we can simply click a button and shut it off or change the direction of conversation, or in the case of my DJ, the course of music. In other words, the AI only responds to what we say, what we want, and how we feel. And it's not a real relationship. It's not real life. It is a fictional relationship. In our passage today, we saw several things that were taking place. We saw that relationships were being built with people completely being there with them. They were not overrun with trying to figure out over here and trying to figure out this business venture and what they're going to do over here at the market tomorrow and what were they going to make sure they thought about this over here. They spent time together. This is what hospitality is. And it is spending time with people, completely with them, putting down the phones, putting down the electronics, putting down all these things, and spending time in conversation back and forth with one another. And so we see that this is what they were doing. They ate together, they sang together, they worshiped together, they spoke together, they spent time together. They gave things each other as they needed. I remember growing up, we could go to our neighbor and go, hey, do you have any extra sugar? And we don't feel confident doing that today in a lot of places in our society today. They couldn't just simply hit a button and say, talk about something else. They would, like every relationship and every conversation with a real person happens at times, interrupt each other and say things that made people have emotional responses. This is reality. The fact is that we can't have hospitality with electronics or AI. We must have hospitality with people, flesh and bone people. AI has no soul. People do. This is what God has called us to do, is reach out to people. People are messy and AI is clean. People won't always say or react the way you want them to. AI does. You can't just delete the other person. You can delete the AI, or you can stop using it altogether. The truth about hospitality is that it is all about learning us. Biblical hospitality is about us learning others. This happens only when we spend time with each other. This happens as we laugh, cry, play, work, enjoy, argue, share, listen, interrupt, joke, and have serious, heartfelt conversations together. This week the challenge is this: put our phone down, our tablets down, our laptops down, our earphones down, our earbuds down, and any other electronic devices down for a moment and choose real life hospitality. In other words, choose true, biblical, real, raw, messy, fun hospitality. Take just a moment and consider that. God bless.